So we're 2 weeks into the Rugby Championship now, and we're starting to see some flow-on effects onto the world rankings. Not huge, but a couple of changes have happened with recent results. Obviously, the northern teams are all not playing at the minute, but they're still being shuffled around with what's going on with the Southern Hemisphere team. So All Blacks still number one. I mean, 8 in a row, 9 out of their last 10. Number one. Number 2 is Ireland. Good win over the Aussies in June. Number 2, happy. Wales, number 3, again, good tour in June. Showed a lot of good depth, and leading into a World Cup cycle, seemed to be making all the right noises at the right time. England, yeah, down from where they were a while back, but still steady at number 4. 2-1 loss to South Africa in their series in June. Where they're going to be after the November internationals is going to be an interesting one. Then we get Australia at number 5. Now Australia have lost 4 out of 5 games this year, so it's not looking great. And I would imagine that some of the teams below may even be thinking that they will, give Australia a run for their money. I mean, to be fair to the Aussies, they've played teams 1 and 2. So, like I said in my video about Michael Cheika the other day, perhaps we got to go easy a little bit on the Aussies because they've had some pretty tough games. But yeah, 4 out of 5 losses for this year ain't the best. Scotland's in at number 6, which is pretty impressive for them. Again, their tour was a bit of a mixed bag, but more of a depth-building thing. The men in green, which is why I got this jersey on, probably not going to be happy. They're kind of the biggest story of this, latest round of rankings. Is it's equal to the lowest ever result in its 7th. Since Rassie Erasmus has taken over, they've gone 3 from 6. They lost to Wales over in the States, which wasn't their strongest team, but again, same can be said for Wales. A couple wins over England, lost to England, win over Argentina, and now a loss to Argentina. So, yeah, it puts them down into 7th. They're a bit of an interesting one at the moment. Every time you think they're making steps in the right direction, they pull one back. So, 6 games is not a whole lot for Rassie, so I'm still of the opinion we give him a lot more time. His contract's got a long way to go, so we are far from being anywhere near judging him. But obviously he'll want to be climbing up higher than 7th kind of ASAP. France is steady at 8, beaten by the All Blacks in June. Kind of no shame in that because, not many teams come here and get a win. And Argentina, having lost 11 in a row, get a win over the Box and then jump 1 up into 9th. Fiji's in 10th. They're the one who's kind of paid the price for Argentina's going up 1. So, I think these rankings, they're going to change a bit before the Rugby Championship is over, but they are starting to add a little bit of spice to those November games because, All Blacks Ireland at the moment is a pretty mouth-watering clash, and then you've got, I honestly think Wallabies and Springboks will probably think themselves better than their numbers represent. Perhaps Wallabies fans, like I said, so far this year may not have the best argument, but as I said, against 1 and 2, it's always going to be tough. Would they back themselves to beat Wales, who they've got a really good record against? Perhaps England, they've got a really poor record against under Cheika. Maybe not, but Eddie Jones is having his own kind of troubles of late. So, yeah, you guys let me know what you think about the current rankings. As I said, it's kind of a week-by-week thing. Every time there are internationals played, they update the rankings. This is just the latest one. I think it was from Monday this week. So, you guys let me know your thoughts on the rankings. And, I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.